The parade major has successfully handed over the parade to the parade 2IC, who will in turn call in the guard commanders and sub-guard commanders. The guard commanders and sub-guard commanders are currently marching in to their respective positions in front of their guards.
The guard commanders and the sub-guard commanders successfully took charge of their various guard. Interestingly, the guard must be dressed before the 2IC finally hand over to the parade commander. The parade is about to form from 3 ranks to 2 ranks, after which the parade shall be dressed before the commander finally takes over the parade. Once again, on behalf of the Director General of the Institute, I welcome our distinguished guests. Thank you.
The parade major is currently going to dress the parade, after which
announcing the arrival of the parade commander who is in charge of this entire parade. They shall take over from the parade deputy commander, and the official parade commences.
Parade command has successfully taken over the parade now. Gentlemen, can we please rise up on our feet as we have the color party marching in to the parade ground?
We respectfully request to stand up for the symbol we are holding. The national flag, the Lagos State flag, and the flag of all Lagos State enforcement. We are not standing up for the individuals, we are standing up for Nigeria, we are standing up for Lagos State. God bless Nigeria and God bless Lagos State. May I request that we all be seated, please? Thank you. is completed, we can now officially commence. To commence this program, I'd like to first request that the representative of service chiefs in Lagos State should take the general salute in that sequential order. I have always sense of responsibility to invite the representative of the Commander 9th Brigade, the person of Lieutenant Colonel A. Akinleye, to please man the podium for the general salute. Thank you, sir. Parade Commander. Thank you very much, sir. The commander can take his seat. I'd like to also humbly request the representative of the Director of Department of State Services to please take the general salute. Director Tayo Zaramola, who is representing the Director, Department of State Services. Thank you. You can take your seat, sir. Thank you very much. You're most welcome. I'd like to also invite the representative of the Commandant, NCSCDC, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, ably represented by the Deputy Corps Commandant for Laron Kayode. You're most welcome, sir. To please take the general salute. Thank you very much, sir. At this point in time, as directed, I'd like to invite all heads of law enforcement agencies in Lagos State to please man the podium at the same time. We may wish to just stay in front of the ensigns to the reviewing officer there and take the salute at the same time. Representative of the LASMA, the general manager of LASMA, president of the VIS, the Neighborhood Safety Corps, the Kyla Jazz, in front here, sir, in front here, sir, in front of the reviewing officer here, sir, the representative of all law enforcement, LASWA, LASPA, CBD, okay, you're joining them, huh? The general salute at the same time. These are people who are assisting the governor in making Lagos State work. We have the general manager represented, general manager of LASMA, the general manager of Neighborhood Safety Corps, director of VIS, the corps marshal of the Kyla Jazz, the general manager of CBD, LASWA, and LASPA. General salute, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. You may wish to take your seat now. And now, with all sense of humility and responsibility, I like to humbly invite the Director General, Lagos State Law Enforcement Training Institute, Barrister Mrs. Abiola Adeuni Adeyinka, to also take the general salute at the podium. That is the Amazon of Lagos State. I don't want to call her lady, she's a man in thousands who is in charge of the institute that trains all the law enforcement agencies in Lagos State. The general salute for the DG. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Kari can be at ease now. There is a ministry that supervises the activities of letting, and that is the Ministry of Justice in Lagos State. I'd like to invite the representative of the Honorable Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General, Mr. Lawat Pedro San, who is being represented by Mr. Ahmed. Mr. Ahmed. Thank you very much, sir. You may wish to mount the podium to take the general salute, sir. The Permanent Secretary and Solicitor General of Lagos State is representing the Commissioner for Justice of Lagos State. That is the Permanent Secretary and Solicitor General of Lagos State. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much. I know of 3 offices in Lagos State held by a civil servant that has general. I know about accountant general, I know about solicitor general, and I know about tutor general. But there's only one general, surveyor general. But the only general that is general to us is the solicitor general. You are welcome, sir. As we await the arrival of the man of the moment, the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Workable, Mr. Sellable, Mr. Administrator, and Administrator par excellence, I'd like to further remind us that what we are witnessing is the passing out parade for law enforcement officers of Lagos State. This activity is more like an icing on the cake of late. After thorough training for about 3,000 officers, the training takes weeks in the year 2025. It is important that we pass them out, and that is why we are all here. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Institute, I welcome you. Announcing the arrival of the representative of Governor of Lagos State. May I respectfully request that we all stand up to welcome Mr. Governor. The Governor is being represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Staff and Training. It is my singular honor to announce the arrival of Mr. Afolabi Ayintayo. He was going to man the podium immediately to take the national salute, which shall, of course, declare this program officially open. The governor should please man the podium to take the national salute. The representative of the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Afolabi Ayintayo. The governor shall inspect the parade to be accompanied by the Director General of the Institute and the Solicitor General. What about experiencing now is inspection of this parade. The inspection They are following. You may wish to sit down, please. Thank you very much. The Mr. Governor shall inspect the guard from guard 1, being accompanied by the Solicitor General and the Director General of the Institute. The parade commander is leading them to inspect this parade. The inspection is taking place from guard 1. The governor is admiring the uniform of these officers. This is the product of the relentless efforts of Mr. Governor, who has always placed high emphasis and premium on the security and safety of the citizen, by ensuring provision of all that is needed to ensure adequate training, continuous training, and retraining of the personnel. Lagos State Law Enforcement Training Institute core values are not limited to professionalism, integrity, excellence, respect, dedication, and teamwork. Our training are segmented into 2 thematic areas: the soft and the hard. The soft, of course, takes place in classes with professionals as consultants, successful professionals in their chosen field. Train these men. The hard aspect inclusive of resilience training, agility training, obstacle course, tug of war, and a host of other physical training that surrounded discipline, with emphasis on discipline and integrity. Latest vision, of course, is to promote excellence in the conduct and knowledge of state law enforcement officers in Lagos State. The inspection of the front rank has completed. The governor is now inspecting the rear rank. After the rear rank, the governor shall then take this for further directive. After the completion of the inspection, the governor shall man the podium again, where the commander shall ask for permission to carry on with the rest of the parade. I'd like to further remind us that the parade is commanded by Principal Traffic Officer David Olufunsho of LASMA. David Olufunsho also worked with the Surveillance Department and the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority.
David joined the service exactly on the 22nd of April, year 2016. That's about 10 years ago.
Instructor David also serves as one of our finance instructor in Leti. In the last Leti training, he was the camp adjutant.
A role at which he performed meritoriously.
Sunday night. White party. The inspection is completed now. Mr. Governor shall mount the podium. He will mount the podium where the commander will then ask for permission to continue with the rest of the parade. The governor is ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Training and Establishment, Mr. Afolabi Ayotayo. The parade commander is about to ask for permission to continue with the rest of the parade.
After your inspection, sir, may I have your
The governor has just expressly granted the permission. Thank you, Mr. Governor. Mr. Governor, may we should take your seat, sir? So now the commander will put the parade at ease while we introduce the special guests that we have here.
Okay?
With all sense of humility, on behalf of the Director General of Lagos State Law Enforcement Family, Barrister Mrs. Abiola Adeyinka, I'd like to welcome the Governor of Lagos State, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Establishment and Training, Mr. Folabi Ayotayo. I also welcome the representative of the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, who is being represented by the Permanent Secretary and Solicitor General of Lagos State. I welcome the representative of the service chiefs here, representative of all the heads of law enforcement agencies in Lagos State, very senior officers of Lagos State government, very senior officers of the Lagos State Law Enforcement Family, the Director of Administration and Human Resources, Letty, and all the management staff, the commandant of the institute, Alaj Maruf Ebiti. Once again, you are welcome to this passing out parade. I'd like to now invite the Director General of the Lagos State Law Enforcement family for the welcome address. Barrister Mrs. Abiola Adeun Adeyinka for his welcome address.
Good morning, officers. Good morning, sir, Mr. Governor. Good morning, my peers, and good morning, all the officers here. You're welcome. It is with great pleasure that I welcome everyone to this passing out parade, and I want to first welcome Mr. Governor, Mr. Selebu, Mr. Okebo, represented by the Honorable Commissioner of Extab and Training, Mr. Folabi Ayontayo. You are welcome, sir, once again. My Honorable Attorney General, Commissioner for Justice, ably represented by my SGS PS, Mr. Ahmed Oyenuga. You're welcome, sir. I welcome the Commander of 9th Brigade, represented by the Lieutenant Colonel Aki Lay. You're welcome, sir. I welcome the Director State Service, the Director Daramola. I'm sorry that I didn't get the first name earlier on. Sorry. The Commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense, ably represented by the Deputy Commissioner Folaromi. You're welcome. I want to welcome all the head of agencies ably represented on here. You're all welcome. I welcome all directors from all the ministries, and especially my core ministry, the Ministry of Justice. You're all welcome, all my directors. And it is with great pleasure that to welcome all the officers here on the passing out parade for the state law enforcement officers, notably the neighborhood, LASMA, the KAI, BIS, CBD, LASWA, and LASPA, which indicates that the officers have completed their training. The skills and knowledge you have gained from these training sessions in fields such as traffic management, environmental for approving the development of the Lagos State Law Enforcement Institute Administrative Stroke Training Center, and this is where we are. This is the land that the governor approved, and the construction will start soon. I want to appreciate the governor for encouraging Letty and supporting us all the way. As Master Proust put it, let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. I would like to thank Mr. Deputy Governor for his affection for this institute. which he displays whenever we convey our difficulties to him. And always all our approvals, our submissions, he approves them. So finally, sir, security and safety as one of the administrator's things agenda, which cut across all the teams for their effective operations, and your avowed belief in training and retraining of public servants, we solicit for an increase in the institute's budgetary provision for training uniformed men to meet the complex situation that may arise due to the state's growing population. This last training was a bit low because of the inflation that it's growing in the society. So that's why we are asking for a budgetary increase, so that all the officers will be trained, because we have so many of them. And as we were going through the parade, I remember Mr. Governor said, all these are these people the ones that we trained? And I said, no, there are many, but these are the representatives. And we know that from there we'll get more increase. We get increase in that budget, because we need to increase. We need to train these officers for them to be able to stay on the roads, to secure the society, the citizens, and keep the roads free from traffic and from incidents. And I know you remember that there's no, when you look at it and think about it, you see that there's less criminal activities on the road now. You don't hear about the hijacking of cars on anything, because the neighborhood safety is there. The last mile is there 24/7 right now. So, and this, we need to train them more. Training more enforcement personnel will allow them to deal with existing difficulties, thereby building trust, which can lead to increased cooperation between officers and citizens, resulting in a safer environment. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to bear with us as we move forward with other aspects of the program and believe in the greatness of our Lagos State, beloved Lagos State. Also, we expect our law enforcement officers to make significant contributions to the protection and safety of Lagosians. While applauding everyone present, I respectfully welcome and thank you all for joining us on this historic day. Please enjoy the rest of the event. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni. God bless.
Thank you very much, Amibu Director General, Lagos State Law Enforcement Training Institute. Please, let's jam our hands together once again for the DG. The parade will now march past in slow and quick time. Thank you.
Orazis, please, want you on this side of the parade.
May I request that all the media should please move out of the parade. May I humbly request that Mr. Governor should please mark the podium to take the salute from the four guards that has been mounted. Mr. Governor, sir. Please. parade is about to march past a slow and quick time. Number one, guard leading. I'd like to seize this opportunity to welcome the arrival of the Director of Logistics of LASMA, Deputy Comptroller Oshodi Jibril. You're welcome, sir. I'd like to humbly welcome the representative of the General Manager, Lagos State Drivers Institute, Mr. Olawale Omar. You're welcome, sir. I'd like to humbly welcome the arrival of the representative of the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transportation, Mr. Wale Musa, who is represented by Engineer Ojowuro. You're welcome, sir. That is number one guard. Number one guard commander is Senior Neighborhood Corps Officer Omitini Oluwaseun of the Lagos Neighborhood Safety Corps. The Deputy Commander, of course, is Superintendent Popola Olamide. And Guard 1, we have two sub-guard commanders. Okay, Guard 2 is being commanded by Senior Neighborhood Corps Officer Badejo Sesson. He's also the State Parade Instructor for Neighborhood. Guard 3.
Guard 3 commander is none other than Adeyemi Paul from the Lagos State Kick Against Indiscipline Corps.
Number 4 guard commander is Principal Traffic Officer Afere Esther. Number 1 guard sub-guard commander is Chief Neighborhood Corps Assistant Adekoya Oluwaseun. Number 1 sub-guard commander is Onobajo Damilola. Traffic Officer Onobajo Damilola.
Then we have for sub-guard 2, we have Oshibo Wale Oluwatosin from Laswa, and we have Senior Traffic Officer Bello Shakiruddin from Lasma. Then for sub-guard 3, we have Iron Neighborhood Corps Superintendent Makonjola Aziza from LNSC. And we have Alade Ismail, Principal Law Enforcement Environmental Officer Ismail from Kai. For Guard 4, we have Principal Law Enforcement Environmental Officer 2 Atonda Ibrahim, while we have Aya Neighborhood Corps Superintendent Ezekiel Oluwaseun from LNNC. The band major is none other than Traffic Officer Ogunyemi Samuel, while the band coordinator is Aya Neighborhood Corps Superintendent Ademiluyi Babatunde from LNSC. The color party commander, the officer carrying the national flag, is none other than Principal Traffic Superintendent 2 Olisa Olumide Michael from Lasma.
I'd like to also welcome. Yeah, Yes, we have the parade RSM as Babatunde Sulaiman. I'd like to welcome the arrival of Reverend Dr. Oluremi Onsu, the President, Lagos State Public Service Christian Fellowship. You're welcome. I welcome Pastor Koinde Akinloye, the prayer coordinator, Lagos State Public Senior Service Christian Fellowship. You are most welcome. I welcome Utuyebo Olajide, Administrator General, AG and PT, Public Trust. You are most welcome. I'd like to also welcome Mr. Yemi Adeoba, the head of Enforncement, Lagos State Parking Authority, representing the GM. You're most welcome. The parade is about to change from slow march to quick march. We're experiencing another very fantastic aspect of the parade. That is fantastic. Please let's clap for these men, these officers and men. I please appreciate them. This rehearsal is just 2-3 days. The rehearsal for what we are experiencing is just 3 days. I'd like to also welcome Director Lawal Tijani of the CBD. The Letting call our officers and men drawn from the Lagos law enforcement family. And the band coordinator is Officer Ademilui. I welcome the public relations officer of LASMA, Mr. Adebayo Taufik. You are welcome, sir. With all sense of humility, I welcome one of our finest, the man we all look up to, holding mic, talking to public. We have tapped in his wealth of experience as a mass communicator student, and now people talk in a public functions like this. I know him as first. He has never been second in his life. Please join me to welcome Mr. Adeyinka the First. For those of us who does not know, he is the Chief Superintendent of Police and awaiting Assistant Commissioner of Police. You are most welcome, sir. Mr. Olubenga Adeyinka, the first, always the first, the voice of the masses and the voice of those of us who are also voiceless. Thank you and welcome, sir. The parade is about to be completed from the slow food time. I will be experiencing another fantastic aspect of parade. For our senior professionals who are here, I'm sure we are taking notes. I will perhaps bring up to speed in the areas that are needed. Again, these men are trained by LETI, the 7 law enforcement agencies in the state are trained by LETI. Emphatically, the core values of LETI include professionalism, integrity, excellence, respect, dedication, and teamwork. With the purpose of emphasis, what we are seeing here is teamwork, intercollaborative effort, synergy among the Lagos State law enforcement family. This is a perfect marking time at 90 degrees. Can we please put hands together for these officers and men of the Lagos State Law Enforcement family for this wonderful performance? Thank you very much. And now, Mr. Governor, you may wish to...
There must be a woman. Now, men are after women. You are welcome. And I also like to also extend my felicitations to the trainees. I greet you. It's not easy to go through the rigorous training of LETI. I congratulate all of you, and I also welcome you to this occasion. The agencies under has been done is to ensure under the Things agenda, Ministry of Justice under support. We are all subject to the law and subject to the ground norm, which is the Constitution. So as law enforcement agents, LASMA, your role as a law enforcement agent is principally to ensure that there is free flow of traffic. And in the course of doing this job, because of your work, you interact with the citizens. You meet up with the citizens, you interact, and specifically, LASMA deals with a special segment of the society. And having said that, and having noticed that, it is your responsibility to deal with this set of individuals in line with the law. Apart from the commercial drivers, we also have private operators who are commuters who also operate within the traffic sphere of Lagos State. I am very confident that the training that you have received within the past year also has impacted on you, your role in the relationship between yourself and the citizens. All these agencies, the message from the Ministry of Justice is that you must ensure that the rights of the citizens are well protected as entrenched in the Constitution and other enabling laws. You must protect the rights of the citizens. You must also act within the law. Your activities must be within the confines of the law. And as Ministry of Justice and also as supervisory ministries, in the course of your duties, the government has been able to incur certain unnecessary liabilities as a result of the activities of law enforcement agents. Hence, this institute was created to, to impact proper training on how to deal with the public, on how to reduce the contingent liability of government, and how to ensure that the rule of law is maintained. As for neighborhood safety corps, we are all witnessing the trend, the clamor for state policing. And as you are aware, all the governors of the 36 states have adopted state police as a policy, and there are procedure to ensure that each state of the federation has its own project. I'm sure the modalities have been worked out, and you will be one of the major members of state police if eventually this comes out. For vehicle inspection services, your job is ancillary to that of last month. And also for Lagos State Parking Authority, the kick again is disciplines who enforces the environmental sanitation law and ensures that all the provisions of this law are adhered to. For last month, for last one, the safety of the waterways is also your permanent consideration. You also to ensure that the citizens are well protected by the activities on the waterway. For Central Business District, Lagos is a commercial center, is the economic hub of Nigeria as well as Africa in general. For smooth business activities, for proper business environment, the CBD is empowered to ensure that the environment, the business environment is safe and certain. So all these places enormous responsibilities on you as law enforcement agents. And I'm sure in the course of the training, you have been given proper training to ensure that these laws and to ensure that the essence of establishing all these agencies are achieved. We implore you to keep to the rules, also to implement what you have learned in the past year, and also to ensure that we move Lagos to the dream of Mr. Governor. And thank you once again for a congratulations for passing out, and thank everyone here present. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That is a very messageous speech by the Solicitor General of Lagos State. As we await the display and the showcase by the self-defense training, I'd like to introduce the arrival of this important personality, Mrs. Afe Okweyemi Dorcas, the Provost Marshal of LASMA. You're welcome, ma'am. I also have CSP Olasukomi Okpe. He is the Ranger of LASMA, the Senior Police Officer of that matter. Welcome, sir. I also would like to introduce the representative of the Commander Base Service Group 652, Sam Etnan Nigerian Air Force, Flight Lieutenant MS Abo. That was welcome. I'd like to introduce the following directors of the Ministry of Justice, Mr. Giwa Shakiuddin, Mrs. Tomi Bodude, you're most welcome, Mrs. Taiwo Bonnie, Mrs. Taiwo Bonnie, Auda, you're most welcome, ma'am. My mother, my sister, Mrs. Kami Okusoya, you're most welcome, ma'am. Mr. Oduyebo, pardon me for that pronunciation, Mr. Shola Owolabi. You are most welcome. The display by our self-defense and physical combat team. We're going to be seeing part of the result of the Mr. Governor's effort.
Our personnel for the year because we won't be able to display everything for security reasons, but few out of these techniques will be displayed because this initiative is just towards the fact that during enforcement it is not all the time leather force will be applicable, and we discover that our officers in one way or the other get involved in some physical encounters during enforcement purposes. So in this case, we want to display one or two escaping tactics, and before that, we would like to showcase one of our less leather gadgets, which is taser and stun gun. This term is used interchangeably. It's different between taser and stun gun. One, stun gun can only be fired with physical contact, but a taser can be fired at a distance. Now, are you ready? Shake it. The essence of this display is to show that when you are using your taser, there is rule of engagement, and the specification according to the global standard, it is 3 seconds per execution. You remove, you don't overstay. Are you with me? Shake it. And that is that. Let's drop that. We don't have the whole day. Now, the next demonstration. Are you ready now? Now, demo 1. Shida. Approach. In this is one of the techniques that we display, and it went viral. It comes with different form of reaction. But I can tell you, we have pressure test over time. Sometimes in course of enforcement, hand can, and we train them between natural reaction and trained reaction. When they grab your hand, the natural reaction is to try to remove, and it will not go. But with this, regardless of anybody, how strong, how full or it is, if you hold the wrist, this is the simplest way to break through. Chariot, come now. Shake that. Pro. This is a single hand grab. When someone is being grabbed, this technique you use the tongue. If you continue to do like this, it will not escape. Pressing through the tongue, no matter how strong that person is, it will remove. No matter what, it is not going to hold. It will remove. That is number 1. Number 2, shida, quick one. In the case of double hand grab, when we have been dragged, he's using his 2 hands. Nobody can drag. No matter how big or small, we have tried this technique over and over, and it works. Nobody, because we use biomechanism, the mechanic of the body. There is a way we are created. When your body is being manipulated in a particular direction, no matter how strong you are, you will come down. That is that. Now go back to your line. Demo 2. Shida, approach. Sorry. Come now. Now, shida. is not going to drag. In this situation, when the double hand is guard, very simple and effective. You try, it is very, very simple and effective. See that? Now, demo for approach. Now, go back. On bed grab, sit down. Bed grab. Now, again. Now, stop. This is a correction because we observe that this is a common practice between our enforcement system. Belt grab. But there are intricacies to belt grabbing. Instead, we recommend you use anchor in case of a physical resisting suspect. But this is the mistake. If you are grabbing the belt, this is an officer, while this is the suspect. He is grabbing, but consciously he has put himself in a position of disadvantage. And we are going to show what to do and what not to do. Now, continue. Now, the proper way. Yes. The difference between this, the difference between this is when you drag, it's okay. When you drag with the belt, the mistake is you don't leave gap. Because when you leave gap, in cause of struggling, once you enter the space, you see, my hand is twisted already. So the proper recommendation, if at all you want to grab, is to close the gap and move it ahead. That is number 2. Now the last demo, now come up. The last demo, come up. Fast. This is Chariot. Kyangna. Chumbi. Now, this is a situation of strangulation or shed grab. Don't forget, we say as a law enforcement officer, you are not supposed to be seen throwing punches. But in some situations, attack comes and you have to act professionally. What if in course of enforcement, somebody is trying to choke and you are not supposed to punch? This hand places at the canal. Choke. That will release the choke. Again, rather instead of punching, doing this, the camera will roll and that is human rights. Because anytime you are enforcing, you are not facing only the suspect. The public is there, the bloggers, the human rights will come into play. But when someone is trying to choke and I go this way, I have not breached any human right. I've only defended myself. Now, before we go, the last demo now. Go on, Chariot. Come on.
That was professionalism displayed. Self-defense is permissible in law. self-defense is permissible. We have seen a situation where civilians bring our officers down and show and as an officer, you are now showing civilian your ID card from the floor. I'm an officer after being beaten. But if you are trained, you should show your ID card while the civilian is on the floor. Defense. While the self-defense showcase was going on, we had the arrival of our neighbor, the DPO who served the job police station. I introduce CSP Rita Adiga. You're most welcome, ma'am. Our neighbor, our DPO neighbor, you're most welcome. I will be inviting two senior officers who shall be giving goodwill message. Two senior officers who shall be giving goodwill message. I'd like to humbly invite the representative of the Department of State Services, Director Tayo Daramola, to please give us a goodwill message. Thank you very much, sir.
The representative of the state governor, permit me to adopt the protocol list for the sake of time. I am just here to represent the director, Babjide Adisa, who is unavoidably absent. So on his behalf and the entire command, Lagos State CSS, I wish to congratulate the madam here present. I was looking at her like a man, but as a man, in fact, I got confused at the time. I said, is he a man or a man or something? So, madam, well done. And to the graduates or the participants, I want to congratulate you once again. Because with the little thing I saw here this afternoon, I tell you, I'm greatly impressed. I sat down with one of your trainers, and what he said was that this was done in 3 days. And I could imagine if you are given 3 months, what will have been the case. However, I want to let us know that just like the representative of the governor said, we should try to operate within the law, within the confine of the law. We shouldn't go outside what we are not expected to do. Don't let us forget that all of us here have our brothers and sisters, mothers, uncles, as civilians, as we so said. So whatever we are doing, just remember that we have our brothers, our uncles, our brothers, sisters out there that are not given this training that we are undergoing or we are trained on. So this moment, I want to thank you, appreciate you for your time and your dedication to this state and the entire country at large. May God help us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We have taken note of the advice and we shall make the best use of it. I'd like to, before I invite the second most senior officer, I'd like to introduce the Director, Admin and Human Resources, Citizen Rights, Mrs. Fagbo. Ministry of Justice, I beg, pardon my manner, the Director, Admin and Human Resources, Ministry of Justice, Mrs. Fagbo, and Mr. Ogunsoya, Director, Citizen Rights, Ministry of Justice. I'd like to now invite the representative of the Commander 9 Brigade to please give us his goodwill message on behalf of the Commander, Lieutenant Colonel A. Akinleye. Thank you, sir.
The representative of the state governor, please permit me to stand on your already established protocol. the DG Letty, on behalf of my commander, Brigadier General Owolabi, I wish to congratulate you for a successful job done to turn out these fine officers to enhance the security architecture of our dear Lagos State. And to the graduates, I also wish to congratulate you for going through rigorous training in order to ensure that our state, the state of excellence, continue to be the state of excellence. And my commander has given his word that as we have been collaborating to ensure the safety and security of lives and property in Lagos State, he will continue to support so that we turn out a very, very good and cordial working relationship as we have been doing. Once again, I congratulate you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that advice. We'll take the best use of it. The next is, before we finally bring this program to an end, Letty has a practice, a tradition of rewarding outstanding performers. Some officers during the training have performed outstandingly, and as part of our custom and tradition, we will be rewarding them. We have 17 officers that will be given an award of commendation here, and some agencies as well. Out of the 7 agencies we have in Lagos State, 4 agencies perform most outstandingly. So I'd like to start with the individuals award. Please, I will call all the names. You march out and file in front of the podium here, so I will make it very fast. The names of the individual: Yaduro Tayo Taiwo Anolu Wako. I have Ajayi Olabisi Latifat. If you are in the rank, you have to march out and file up a single. Abdul Ganiu Abdul Salam. Abdul Ganiu Abdul Salam. Daniel Bukola. Daniel Bukola. Idris Sanusi. Idris Sanusi. Eden Blessing Boluwatife. Afere Glory Temitope. Abdul Razak Oluwatosin Temitope. Ijise Tapa Abiola. Osi. Oshibowale Oluwatosin Abolaji. Ajayi John Toluwalope. Edu Idris Adedeji. Adiosun Motunrayo. Adekoya Adebowale Muritala. Idris Ogundiran Olayinka. So thank you very much. And please hand over the award to the DG. The Director General shall present that to them. So after this individual reward, shall then go to the agency's reward. I forgot Mike. All right, the agencies award now, when that is completed. Thank you, sir. I am not getting it. I want to wait. Listen, check. Listen to our committee. Listen to me. Thank you, sir. The name is really getting more I know. Our standing. Ilé ló ń gbọ́ fìlà tó ń fìlà sẹ́ra ayé ìtòrí ọlọ́run. Débìlẹ̀ náà. Ó yẹ kí fìlà sẹ́ra máa wo orúkọ àtòrí ọlọ́run. Wo AY náà. Ó kàn ní ìpínlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn rẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ sọ fún káàdì rẹ̀ bí bọ́tà ìpínlẹ̀ tó. If you have received your reward, you may wish reward and award. Please go back to your position. Thank you. Now for the agency's award, I'd like to humbly invite the Director of Logistics of LASMA to please join the DG in presenting this award to the agency. They will be the one to announce it. It is not me. I don't have the power to do so. The Director of Logistics of LASMA will join the DG to present that award to the deserving agencies.
This certificate of merit is presented to LASMA. LASMA, Lagos State Parking Authority, in recognition of the agency's responsiveness to training activities and being the most outstanding agency in area crossing competition during LETI 2025 annual mandatory for law enforcement officers in Lagos State. Congratulations.
So the DG will remain there. She will be assisted by the next person I'm going to call to present the next award. I'd like to humbly invite the Ranger of LASMA. The Ranger of LASMA to this, please present this.
This certificate of merit is presented to the Lagos State Environmental Corps, largest Strukai, in recognition of the agency's responsiveness to training activities and being the most outstanding agency in football competition during LETI year 2025 annual mandatory training for law enforcement officers in Lagos State. Congratulations.
The next award, may I request that the representative of the Commandant of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps should please help present this to the deserving agencies while the DG is still there, ma'am.
On behalf of the DG
Letty, I present this certificate, Lagos State Traffic Management last month, in recognition of the agency responsiveness of training activities and being the most outstanding agent in audio race competition during Letty year 2025 annual mandatory training for law enforcement officers in Lagos State. Congratulations.
The next award will be presented by the representative of the 9th Brigade Commander to the deserving agencies. Thank you.
On behalf of the DG, I present this certificate of merit to Lagos State Vehicle Inspection Service in recognition of the agency's responsiveness to training activities and being the most outstanding agency in leadership, trade, and discipline during Letty year 2025 annual mandatory training for law enforcement officers in Lagos State.
The next award will be presented by the representative of the BSG Commander, Base Service Group, Nigerian Air Force.
We'll be presenting this certificate of merit to the Central Business District in recognition of the agency's responsiveness to training activities, also being the most well-behaved, disciplined, and responsible agency during the Letty year 2025 annual mandatory training for law enforcement officers in Lagos State. Congratulations.
Okay, the next award will be presented by the Provost Marshal of LASMA. We usually call her Auntie Deri. Auntie Debbie, I meant to say. Auntie Debbie.
This certificate of merit is presented to Lagos Neighborhood Safety Corps in recognition of the agency's responsiveness to training activities and being the most outstanding agency in tug of war competition during Letty year 2025 annual mandatory training for law enforcement of Congratulations.
The next award will be presented by Dr. Yetunde Adebayo Kai, to the next deserving agency. Thank you, ma'am. And the last lap of the award presentation
Okay.
is
Certificate of merit is presented to Lagos State Waterways Authority, LASWA, in responsiveness to training activities, also being the most well-behaved, disciplined, and responsible agency during Letty year 2025 mandatory training for law enforcement officers in the state. Congratulations.
the last lap of the award at the
certificates of recommendation proudly presented to
the Lagos State Traffic Management Agency. Having participated in the year 2025 LETI annual mandatory training for law enforcement as in Lagos State. This is to certify that the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, performed creditably well and is hereby adjudged as the first runner-up. Congratulations.
And the last award, which is the most outstanding agency during the year 2025 training, shall then be presented. After that, parade commander will march the parade in review order. In review order, as we take the governor's speech.
Yeah. Certificate of commendation proudly presented to the Lagos Neighborhood Service Corps LNS3, having participated in the year 2025 LETI annual mandatory training for law enforcement officers in Lagos State. This is to certify that Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Corps LNSC performed creditably well and is hereby adjudged as the most outstanding agency that came first and achieved the first position in the just concluded training. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations. Immediately after this award, the governor shall be given a speech. The governor will man the podium, sir. Your Excellency, the governor, Mr. Governor, will man the podium. We will now take the speech of Mr. Governor, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner for Establishment and Training, Mr. Folabi Anyatayo. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Ministry of Justice, Lagos State Government, ably represented by the PS, and that is Mr. Oyenuga, who is also ably represented by some of his people in the ministry. The Director General, LETI, Mrs. Abiola Adeyinka, I'm just knowing that is the wife of our favorable MC and Nigeria's #1 stand-up comedian, Benga Adeyinka the first. So I'm happy to know this today. Thank you very much. The commander of the 9th Brigade, represented by Lieutenant Colonel A. Akinleye, Director, State Services, Director, that is Director Daramola, Commander, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, and Deputy Corps Commander, Mr. Fola Romi, DPO Musafejo Police Station, Mrs. Rita Adiga, the head of agencies here present. I think we should have many of them here to join their colleagues. The training facilitators who train this corps personnel today, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me first congratulate all participants in today's personnel. And having gone through the ranks together with the Permanent Secretary and the DG, and having evaluated the positions, all the displayed activities today, I hereby score you 98%. Thank you very much. And I will now go to the speech of our dear Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Today, we gather to celebrate a remarkable achievement, that is, your successful transitions from rigorous training to the noble duty of serving and protecting the people of Lagos State. This is not merely a ceremonial milestone, it's a commitment, a responsibility, and a calling. Let me also congratulate each of you. Your discipline, resilience, and dedication throughout training have prepared you for the challenges ahead. You are now entrusted with the authority of the state, a trust that carries both privilege and profound responsibility. As law enforcement officers, you are more than enforcers of rules. You are custodians of peace, symbols of integrity, and champions of justice. The way you conduct yourselves will define public confidence in government and set the standards for others to follow. Lagos State is vibrant, dynamic, and full of opportunities. It is also a city with complex demands on law enforcement. You will face situations that test your judgment, courage, and commitment. I therefore urge you to approach every challenge with firmness, fairness, and compassion. Let the Lord guide you, let integrity define you, and let respect for human rights shape every action you take. I assure you that this administration stands firmly behind you. Your welfare, training, and professional development remain a priority. We will continue to invest in modern equipment, institutional support, and continuous learning to ensure that you are fully prepared for the responsibilities you now assume. No officer of Lagos State will face duty without the tools, training, and support necessary to succeed. To the families and loved ones who have supported these officers, we owe a debt of gratitude. Your sacrifices, encouragement, and prayers have been critical to their success, and we celebrate you today as well. Officers of the year 2025, as you step into active service, remember this: your work shapes the society, trust, and future of our communities. Carry yourselves with honor, serve with courage, and let your integrity be the measure of your service. The people of Lagos State are counting on you, and I have every confidence that you will rise to the challenge. Go forth and make your mark. Let your service inspire, protect, and define excellence in law enforcement. May your career be fulfilling, and may Lagos State flourish under your watchful care. Thank you very much. His Excellency, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Governor. I believe we can do better by once again clapping our hands or jamming our hands together for Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. Thank you very much for the wonderful speech. We appreciate you, sir. The three athlete chair to Mr. Governor. The three athlete chair by the law enforcement family to Mr. Governor. The commander will ask for the permission of Mr. Governor to match out the color of the rest of the parade. Now that the permission has been granted by Mr. Governor, may I request that Mr. Governor take a seat? Mr. Governor can take a seat now. Thank you very much, sir. While the parade is standing down, we'll be taking the closing remarks now and vote of thanks. I humbly invite the Director of Admin and Human Resources of LETI, Mr. Paula Ajimuda, for the closing remarks. Parade stand down. After the closing remarks and the vote of thanks, the parade shall march out accordingly.
Mr. Governor, the Governor of Lagos State, ably represented by the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Establishment and Training, Mr. Afolabi Ayontayo, DG Leti, Mrs. Abiola Adeyinka, all other protocol duly observed. The management and staff of Lagos State Law Enforcement Training Institute and the entire graduating law enforcement officers of the state, we extend our heartfelt appreciation to His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State and the Deputy Governor for their unwavering support and commitment to the strengthening of law enforcement in the state. Your visionary leadership has made this training and development program a reality, and we are truly grateful. We also thank all dignitaries, senior officials, and invited guests who honored us with their presence. Your encouragement and participation added immense value to this occasion and reaffirm our importance of continuous capacity building in the state's security. To our trainers, coordinators, and facilitators, we deeply appreciate your dedication and expertise. Your efforts have equipped us with the skill, discipline, and mindset needed to serve with excellence and integrity. Finally, to the graduating officers, congratulations. Let us achieve this mark and renew commitment to professionalism, service, and the safety of our great state. Together, we move forward with pride and purpose. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. The parade will march out now. May I request that after the parade march out, there will be group pictures by all our invited guests with the Director General, Mr. Governor, the moment the parade march out. We have a red carpet behind the parade where that will be observed. Thank you. May I humbly request that when the color party is marching out, we should please stand up to honor our nation and our dear state. Thank you. We can then rise to honor our nation and our dear state. The color party are bearing the flags of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Lagos State, and the law enforcement families in the state. We are standing to honor our nation and our dear state and the law enforcement family. Thank you. We may take our seat now as the caller out. Thank you very much for honoring the nation. God bless Nigeria and God bless Lagos State. Thank you very much, the parade commander. The parade is now handed over to the two ICs, which are then march out the parade in Columov Road. Thank you.
The parade twice Superintendent Pokwala Olamide worked with the Vehicle Inspection Service of Lagos State. Yeah, the parade you are witnessing now, the marching out, symbolizes synergy between the 7 agencies of the law enforcement family in Lagos State. The collaboration, the harmony that is being witnessed here, it's a result of intense collaborative effort, rehearsals, dedication to the hectares of the uniform service as well. The parade twice is receiving his own salute. We have the VIS, the LASMA, the Kaila Gas, the CBD, the LNSC, LASWA, LASPA, and CBD. 7 agencies of the state coming together as one big family. Lagos is proud of you. We are proud of you. Gentlemen, this is the best of Lagos law enforcement. Once again, we have VIS, LASMA, KAI, CBD, LASWA, LNSC, LASPAC in attendance on the parade ground. This is beautiful. The parade is being brought to end with the band corps, the band major, Guyamin Samuel of the Welfare Department of LASMA. Please, last clap for them. It is not easy to march on drills
It involves intense exercise. It is an intense activity. It doesn't come cheap. What you've seen them doing now.
We will be taking group photograph now at the red carpet over there. Thank you.
Irú eléyìí ó máa ní problem. Melanin, popping, baby ní ṣe oníta. Baby sọ́jà give you fita. Onídùúnídà, oh yeah. Owó rúru ráwúráwá. Show me capital business. Show me character dickiness. Can you wake up around 4:30? To make breakfast for me. Tó bá dalẹ̀ ṣe lè gimme. Gimme, kó máa pè mí chicky. Gimme, kó máa pè mí chicky. Long time ago, I said no, can if you make me conform. We are, okay, me more corner. Now all you are, now all run out.
They can't want to make come on leg. I'ma show you go there, no complaint. I'ma go there also.
Mixing the tracks back to back.
Alakori, alakoko, show my family, show my laptop, timpapewa, show my kako, she mo mani problem, pẹ̀lú boys, kapaja, masalo Canada. If I travel today, give my pile baba. I'm man, I'm a brother man, only any problem. Baby show up, show need me king call. Mula yelo wajeku, iru eleyo mani problem. Melanin, popping, baby ní ṣe oníta. Baby sọ́jà give you fita. Onídùúnídà, oh yeah. Owó rúru ráwúráwá. Show me capital business. Show me character dickiness. Can you wake up around 4:30? To make breakfast for me. Tó bá dalẹ̀ ṣe lè gimme. Kó máa pè mí chicky. Gimme, kó máa pè mí chicky. Long time ago, I said no, can if you make me conform. We are, okay, me more corner. Now all you are, now all run out.
They can't want to make come on leg. I'ma show you go there, no complaint. I'ma go there also go sharp. I'm not DJ Tombstone, they play. I'm in the mood. I'ma get fell in the ground. I do marry no one like you. Tabaja de baba shade leo.
I'm in the mood. So talk to you, waiting the worry you. Now me and you. Today not today, when you go know me, yeah. Ọmọ ẹlẹ níbo ló tún dá kò sí pẹfíùmù ká ló ná fi dá ká ṣe kìíní yẹn ká yọ ná fìlà níjọ tún lórí tẹbú ká jó ògbólóbá. Ọmọ ẹlẹ níbo ló tún dá kò sí pẹfíùmù ká ló ná fi dá ká ṣe kìíní yẹn ká yọ ná fìlà. We dey cruise nínú pàtí kájọ má gbádùn. Àmàjẹ ayé yìí àjọmọjẹ ayé yìí yóò wọlé torí àwọn lọ. Àmàjẹ ayé yìí àjọmọjẹ ayé yìí DJ tunes lórí tàǹtẹ̀wò yẹn àjọmọjẹ ayé yìí àjọmọjẹ ayé yìí.
Don't stop, I'm like don't stop.
Naturally sexy.
She's just so beautiful. But I don't know what she's doing to me.
The way you hold my waist, I like I see they go. Can't dance to save myself, but see outside the road. Guilty pleasures, I take part in those. Disconnect the internet, cause I'm feeling intellectual. And I can't tell you're feeling the pressure. And I can't tell you're feeling the tension. You move your legs like this and that. You can't drive away depression. I can't tell your skill is precious. You can't change the whole direction. You move your legs like this and that. You can't drive away depression. Oh my ways, oh my ways, oh my ways. I like I see they go. Baby, I like I see they go. Baby. Oh my ways, oh my ways, oh my ways. I like I see they go. Baby, I like I see they go.
Make your body come, my body make I cool my tension. I'ma give me a feel like your body, they call my attention. Big ways, fine face, I don't go lie for you, I don't place for you. I'ma get a dog place for you. Follow me, make we chop life for Dubai. Anything you want, girl, I go buy. You dey put me for high tension. This one of my confession. We go do holiday.
Now which kind life where I never see? I carry God so I fear nothing. Steady increase in the commas. Original no be parody. You know feel clear for your memory. Whether now winter or summer, I did Barbados, Savannah, living life. See my fire burning bright within the inside me. Smally way they mighty, they never know I color. To the move fine, check and balance everything inside my mind daily. Trust me, you can't fool me. And the kid on guy logo, more friendly and conscious. I'm allergic to so. I'm not ready for confusion. They're telling me make I show love. Stability on bono. Everything a connection. I'm not ready for confusion. Things happen inside life. Try to make I live my life. Dreams come true. If not fight the fight, make you no go tired. Fire they go. You need to put your body and soul. Leave your worries alone. I don't stop now. Living life. See my fire burning bright within the inside me. Smally way they mighty. They never know I color. To the move fine. Check and balance everything inside my mind.
Go, work out for yeah. You got petition, talk out for them. Go, work out for yeah. You got petition, talk out for them.
Baby girl, how you feeling? I know you feeling lonely, but if you call me, I go come. So many things I want to say to you. I wanna know all about you, and I wanna know the things you like. So if you call me, I go come. So many things I want to say to you. Fat on me, I fat on you. Girl, I'll stay with you when make I come over. Fat on me, when I show your size. Girl, I'll stay with you when make I come over.
Go, work out for yeah. You got petition.